Hi, my name is Megan Walden, and this is my presentation on anti-smoking advertising for presentation 2. So, starting in the 1960s is when they really started to begin discouraging smoking, and this is when multiple things were happening within the government and advertising agencies to actually stop advertising cigarettes like they were a good thing, because people were starting to realize the health risks associated with them. And so the government mandated warning labels on cigarettes, they banned TV cigarette ads, and they funded public service announcements about the danger of cigarettes. Organizations like the Truth Initiative, the CDC, Tips for Former Smokers, and the American Cancer Society use shocking graphic ads and the real consequences of smoking to kind of evoke a fear in people of what would happen if they continued smoking. So this is kind of the application of the fear appeals and what they were trying to do. They were relying on emotional arousal. This is what fear appeals do. So they show frightening outcomes to trigger concern or anxiety. The idea is that fear motivates people to a certain outcome, and so if they were to show these graphic images, they would hope that people would see that, get really scared and anxious, and then hopefully quit their addiction to smoking. So these appeals, though, are only effective for a certain group of people, and these people are the ones that believe that they can reduce the risk or control something in their own power. Personality and fear have a lot to do with how that people perceived these ads. And so fear-based ads are a lot more effective for individuals with high prevention focus, so those who are motivated by safety and security. However, they are a lot less effective with people that are sensation seekers and promotion-focused people who respond better to positive, encouraging messages. So not those ones kind of showing graphic images and scaring you out of smoking, but ones, encouraging you that you have the power to take over the addiction and quit something that you might not feel like you can quit at the time. Habituation is a term that we talk about in chapter 6, and it means becoming desensitized to repeated stimuli over time. So we can see this in several aspects in our life, I think. When you see too many scary or graphic movies, you start to become desensitized to, seeing someone get shot or whatever. Same kind of thing with these images that they were using and are using in ads to provoke fear. People can start to lose stimuli because they have seen so many graphic pictures of lungs decaying over time that they no longer are really afraid by it. So I think this can definitely reduce the ad's effectiveness, and advertisers really need to take this into account when they're trying to get the message across of anti-smoking, but also they don't want habituation to take place, and so they just need to be aware that that is something that could happen. So I want to talk a little bit about promotion-focused audiences. So different than what we talked about before, promotion-focused individuals are motivated by growth and advancement and positive outcomes, not fear and anxiety. They respond better to hope, freedom, and empowerment. Again, messages rather than messages that just try to evoke fear. So here I made a little chart that helps you understand fear versus promotion appeals. So in a fear appeal, we have focus on loss and danger, negative imagery, kind of a more down advertisement. It appeals to prevention-focused people, and it's best when it's the efficiency or self-efficiency, is high. But on the opposite end of the spectrum, we have the promotion appeal, and this focuses on gain or success. They use positive outcomes and appeals to promotion-focused people, and this is the best when optimism is high. So that just gives you a good idea of how those two are different and how you can advertise to those two different types of people. I think a good real-life example for this could be a scenario with the American Heart Association promoting heart health, because it's kind of something similar in the health regard, something that is scary and could affect, how long you live. So a tagline for prevention focused audience could be protect your heart, don't let disease win. This kind of gets at those who, again, don't want heart disease to take over their life and eventually end their life early. So this makes them scared, a little bit anxious, and it makes them want to take action as soon as possible. But a tagline for promotion focused audience would be stronger every beat, live the life that you love. And this really takes a positive and encouraging outlook on promoting an advertisement, and they, instead of being scared, are encouraged and really determined to improve their heart health because they just see this message and they want to continue living the life they love with the people they love. And so they are encouraged to do that by this promotion focused message for this audience. So that's all I have for today. I really enjoyed getting to do a dive kind of into this type of advertising because I think it's not something we think about a lot, how fear and how anxiety and encouragement can really determine how we view advertisements, especially in regarding to advertisements that are dealing with our health and our longevity of life. So yeah, thank you. Bye.